Another Pro Tools tutorial. This one is on multiple bounces in one pass, so a little bit complicated in some regards when you're setting this up, but can be really handy if you're doing multiple versions of the same thing with different tags as such. So basically what I've got here, I've got a bed, I've got my main vocal. The bed and the main vocal are going to be in both my mixes. And I have a tag 1 here, which I only want to be in one mix, and tag 2, which will be in the other mix. So all up, what I'll end up with is one pass straight through the whole recording, and then my output, I will get two different files, one that will have all of this plus tag 1, and one that will have all of this plus tag 2 at the end of it. So first things first, I'm going to have my main vox and my bed here. On these two channels here, I've got main vox and bed, right? And then I'm going to have my tag on a separate channel, tag 1, and obviously tag 2 on a separate channel. What I then have to do is I have to set up my routing. Now, to do this, I need to add two auxiliaries. Here I've renamed them as submix 1 and submix 2. And then I also need to have what we call a print track, which is where I'm going to actually record my master mix 2. So I've got master mix 1, master mix 2. The routing is, I'm going to use bus 1 for my main vox and for my bed, and on the tag 1 I'm going to have it set to bus 1. That means that all three of these are going to be sent to bus 1, which is here. Yep. Turn them up to full, and then on my bus 3 and 4 I've got my main vox again because I want to record this. I want to record my music bed and my second tag, which is this channel here, or tag 2. Okay, now that's going to go to bus 3 and 4. So as you can see on these two channels, one's going to 1, one's going to 3 and 4, but the music bed and the main vocal are going to both. Okay. On my auxiliary or my submix here, I'm going to set my input to bus 1 for one of them, and for my second one to bus 3 and 4. So I'm going to get this, this, and this go to this channel, and then I'm going to get this, this, and this go to my submix 2 channel. Then I need to get these two outputs to bus to the inputs of my two print tracks. So what I've done, just to make it a bit easier to see, I use my last couple of buses in my thing. So I've got bus 29 and 30 on the output of submix 1. I've got bus 31 and 32 on the output of submix 2. And then on the input of my master mix tracks, these are just stereo audio tracks, I add an input of bus 29 and 30 and an input of bus 31 and 32, which means that the output of this track is going to go to mix 1, the output of this track will go to mix 2. Why I need to do that is because obviously I need some way of being able to record the final mixes of all of this mixed down. Okay, so I'll give you a quick listen to the audio parts I've got here just so that you can see it. So I've got, if I mute this one, this is the main vocal that will be output to both final mixes. This would be tag 1, as you can see, so there's tag 1, and then mute the other one, I've got this would be tag 2. Now the disgusting part of this is when you do your mix out, you get to hear them both together, which sounds wonderful. Mixes. This would be tag 1, 2. Sounds awful, but the idea is that you set your mix up prior. So, you know, mute one of them, make sure that this one is has the same settings as this one, and then you can have a listen to your mix, make sure it's right, make sure it fits, and then you should be able to do one pass. Even though you're going to hear all these different you know, tags at once, you should still be able to get the final product that you want. So what I have to do now is I arm these to record. I also mute them so that they don't get played back again through my master, which just obviously creates a lot of distortion and clipping. So I mute the outputs of them for now. I can start here, and I'm basically just going to press record, and this is what you'll get. This is the main vocal that will be output to both final mixes. This would be tag 1, 2. Okay, so obviously as you can see, nice and awful in the fact that I have to listen to both. But the result, if I take these out of record, I'm going to solo one up. This is the first one.
This is the main vocal that will be output to both final mixes. This would be tag 1.
So you can see that now I have my mix. I've got my music bed, I've got my main vocal, and tag 1 has been put into this file here. And the second file.
This is the main vocal that will be output to both final mixes. This would be tag 2.
Obviously, as you can see now, I've got two completely different versions, one with tag 1, one with tag 2, by using this busing method. Now, you can obviously add as many of these as you'd like and have, 10 versions. Do bear in mind that you are limited by the amount of buses that you have. So, if I want to add more, I could add one on here on bus 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. But you do have to have enough output buses as well to be able to output it. So I think about 10 versions of something would be about the limit that you'll get to. But yeah, if you've got any questions, hit me up. Please hit like if you like the video tutorial. And I hope it helps, make some things a little bit quicker and a little bit easier when you're doing lots of things with different tags. All right, take it easy.